This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean, happy Wednesday, friends.
I know. We have
Friends
a busy
Day.
show today,
We do.
Sean. We have a special guest walking in, possibly wearing some fancy pants.
I know we haven't
I
seen
would
him
think
for
so.
a while. Matt Preston's going to be joining us.
No, that's pretty exciting stuff, actually.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Good fella.
Showing we've got something for everybody. Michelle Visage from Rupaul's Drag Race will be the new host of Rupaul's Drag Race Down Under. She's joining us as well after 7.
Cool.
Random.
Sean, you knew nothing about her, did you?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely
She's
0 out
delightful.
of 10. But that's nice. We are playing another game of majors this morning.
It's back.
$1,000 on the line.
What we thought we might do today is Sean not give the answers away whilst asking the questions.
Oh, my God.
Sean.
I know we say might because we don't know.
So what happens if you haven't been following is if someone answers it correctly, the other person then has an opportunity
Incorrectly.
incorrectly. The other person has an opportunity to grab that to answer, and they get 2 points. But the person that answered incorrectly yesterday, Sean goes,
It's
Victoria.
Victoria.
Tell them the answer.
we don't know what to do next.
I felt because I knew this place that I needed to tell everybody. That was the
Yeah.
You know.
So who knows what will happen today? Will there be any questions that Sean actually knows the answer to?
Not many, if any.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Priya, yell out the time that you go to bed.
12. Midnight.
You go to bed at
Midnight.
midnight.
Sean's hearing it for the first time.
She goes to bed at midnight.
Routinely, Sean.
Are you
Routinely.
Yes.
No joke.
Not
Priya.
just, not just one night.
No, just
Routinely.
You go to bed at midnight and then you get up at like 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she has a nap in the afternoon, but only for about an hour.
hour. Yeah.
You're not getting
I'll be
enough
sleeping
sleep.
for days.
No, probably not.
4 o'clock,
Yeah.
nah.
And then we're just talking about like dinner as well, because like I eat dinner, and I know it's unusual. I eat
You're one of the golden girls.
Yeah, I eat dinner. I eat dinner at 4:30 just to
You
get
are
it out of the way.
ready to move into the
4:30,
home,
right?
aren't you?
Yeah, just to get it
You're
out
on
of
their
the,
schedule.
Yeah, to me it's a thing
then-
to do, and I got it out of the way then. And then later on, if I do get a little bit peckish, I'll have a banana.
Okay,
I
yeah,
bet
yeah.
you do.
I actually ate a banana in bed the other night, and I nearly choked to death.
That's. I think
anyway,
you ate it wrong.
let's go back to Priya. Priya, what time do you eat dinner?
Occasionally at 8:30 or 9.
I just couldn't.
Sean,
I go off my head when dinner's not like I'm just
Not on the
freaking
table
out
at
at
6:30.
6:30.
Amy, you eat dinner at what time?
Well, because I've got 2 little
Yes.
kids, so like any time between 6 and 6:30, no later.
Yep.
No
So if
later than
you eat dinner at
6:30.
6, what happens later?
Then around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm like normally like that's my bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm hungry again.
so she needs a snack
Have to have a
because it's
snack.
been so long
You
between
got-
means.
Yeah, and you got to get the right snack, otherwise you eat too like
Yeah.
sugary.
I know.
What's the right
again.
snack for you? Because you eat like
boring. Like
What
normally
is it?
like a rice, like one of those
Rice
rice
crackers.
cakes.
Oh
With
my
peanut
God, it's
butter
like a
on
piece of
something.
foam.
Yes.
Just enough, just enough to fill the tummy before
like an
bed.
apricot or a date or something.
that bit of fried
The last couple of nights, we've got people staying over, and the last couple of nights, and I reckon 8 o'clock or just after, Megan, my wife, is serving like cakes and all this ice creams
like she
and all
does
this
this all the
stuff.
time because the full
my
range, the
God.
dessert buffet comes out.
But I can't have a go. The
Yeah.
other night I tried to have a go, but it just keeps you up. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sugaring.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? It's good to ask people that you work with these really mundane questions because some of the answers will
It's
blow your
shocking.
mind.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Still talking about bedtimes and meal times.
I just cannot go over some
Yeah.
things. I mean, like Harry right now is living in the palatial mansion of the Fitzgerald family.
His flatmates, mum and dad.
yeah.
They're great housemates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fridge is always full.
Oh,
that's
the
awesome.
fridge, mate. This morning, Harry was talking about how much he loves his sandwiches he's been making lately because both of us love one thing in our sandwich, and that is the roasted red pepper strips. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I absolutely love them, and we're all about that. Anyway, and then Harry goes, and I said to Harry, "What jar do you get?" So I always get the little jar of always fresh. He goes, "No, I've got the big jar." And I went,
Yeah.
"Where do you get the big jar from?" And he says,
I don't know.
It just appears.
It appears in the
appears.
magic cupboard.
Actually, Mum, we're out, so I'm going to need some today.
We need to get new fridges.
Yeah.
The stuff just appears.
Yeah, that's
it's amazing.
right. That is amazing.
Wait, what do you do for lunch?
Well, I'll do two lunches. Pretty much. You could call it a
So
late...
11s.
yeah, you could call it a late...
2 courses over just like a couple of hours.
Maybe around 11 o'clock. You could call it a late brunch, but it's substantial. It's
So
substantial
you
enough.
have breakfast.
Yeah, about 5:30.
Yeah. So and then at about 11 you
I
have
was starving.
First lunch.
First
Yeah,
lunch.
and he'll go down to like Delicio or something like that and get like a pizza situation.
Yeah, like
or
a
something.
focaccia, egg focaccia thing.
Yeah.
And then at around 1 or 2 o'clock, I had a couple rounds of sandwiches, Vida.
A couple of rounds.
And then dinner when Kath cooks it, obviously. What time's
Yeah,
that?
we've always been before the just after the Simpsons, so about 6:30.
Or you watch
time.
The Simpsons first.
Not
and then-
now.
I bet your body's set from those times.
In his jammies.
So your body clock was set from years of watching The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
when you're
Is that
eating
a bar?
dinner.
Early
Is that a
dinner.
bath? Yeah.
And,
He's taken to the flannel.
but if early dinner 6 o'clock, by 8:30 snack time.
Second dinner.
Maybe second dinner if there's still some food around, or a snack.
We are talking multiple dinners. We're talking weird times you're eating. We're talking like Priya goes to bed at midnight
gets up at
and
4.
gets up at 4. We think that there's a lot of interesting information
Blow us away.
from people's people telling us about the mundane things in their life like this. So 13, 24, 10. Want to know the times that you do things, and just like normal things like meal times and bedtimes and stuff. There's something weird about yours.
Yes.
Well, 4:30 is a different time. 12 o'clock is a different. That's
Yeah.
for eating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's weird about the things that you do at home? We're going to give somebody a $150 voucher to use at the Sterling Arms.
Nice.
That's good.
Lovely.
Get the squad together and get amongst it.
All right, 13, 24, 10. Is there something about your daily routine that's going to blow us away? We want to hear it.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
If your daily routine is a little bit unusual, like Priya, who answers the phones for us, she goes to bed at midnight and gets up at 4.
Yep. People are blown away sometimes
Amazing.
by the fact that at 7:30 this morning, like say if we had an opportunity, we would eat lasagna, we would eat a burger.
In 5
Yeah.
minutes' time, I'm eating chili con carne.
Yes, like literally. And people are up at this time realise because everyone else is like, well, it has to be cereal or toast.
It
or
doesn't.
Yeah.
Or a bowl of fruit.
doesn't.
No.
We're here to tell
a
you.
None of us eat cereal.
A kebab, yes.
Hi, Hayley's in Byford. Hi, Hayley.
Morning, guys. How are we today?
Good,
Good,
eh?
Hayley. What's a bit unusual about your daily routine?
My step friends think I'm crazy. I put the kids to bed about 9:30, and then I stay up and I vacuum them up my floors, do the washing, hang on the line, clean the dishes, fold the washing, and then I go to bed about midnight.
And you do this as a daily ritual, Hayley?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you're a working
Off
mum,
camp.
obviously. You work during the day, yeah?
I start at 6:45, yeah, so I'm at work already, and I don't need that much sleep. You know, who needs sleep?
What time are
Sleep in your
you?
bed.
What time are you outside hanging clothes on the washing line?
Till 11 p.m.
There's something really scary about that. There's something.
If you're a neighbour.
There's just something. There's something unsettling about that.
What it would be is if you committed a horrible crime, your neighbours go, yeah, she hung the washing out at 11.
Totally. And it'd be like,
Hey, they can steal my knickers off the line. It's okay.
I honestly, I feel like anyone that digs a hole in their backyard past 8:30 is questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. They're
That's a
preparing.
body. It's a body.
Yeah,
preparation.
But I mean, hanging the washing. Oh, you're saying they're
Blood
getting
splatter.
rid of the
Watch
yeah.
that
Dexter.
stuff.
Yeah,
Dexter.
sure.
You gotta watch Dexter.
Thanks, Hayley, you little weirdo. We love you though. Andrew is in Kelmscott. Hello.
Oh, g'day, guys. How are you?
Hey,
Andrew.
Andrew. What's a bit weird about your daily routine?
Well, I was a mine site chef for many years, and we used to have our dinner about 1:30 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the end of the shift, right?
No. Well, you're kind of a quarter through, so we'd have to be open for service at 4 a.m. So you're cooking for 1,200 people. So
Yeah.
your dinner would be 1:30 in the morning before service opened, and then I'd probably have lunch, breakfast a bit later, and then probably lunch around about 4 p.m. when we got up.
Yeah.
When you got up,
everything
yeah.
Completely
Everything
yeah,
switched
shifted, but
around.
yeah.
So everything was about feeding the miners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So talk to me about a 1:30 a.m. sitting for dinner. What would you be eating?
Well, 1:30 a.m. being chefs up on the mine, you know, the breakfast chef would have steaks on the grill, fried onions. So we'd be having a full banquet, Scotch fillet steak all on BHP or Rio.
Yes,
Getting a good feed on them. So it was happy days.
Well, you need it to be. You need to have plenty of energy because I imagine the service that you're about to embark on is hectic. It's full on, right?
Pretty full on
Yeah,
that.
you've gotta
You're
fuel
doing
that.
it between 4 and 8 a.m. So you literally have to get your dinner probably about 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So
So what were
Yeah.
your hours? When did you start work and when did your shift finish?
Well, we would start work at 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., so pretty antisocial hours for mine site catering, yeah.
And
It's
I just,
so
I
hard
just
to
love
live a
that.
life like that.
I just love that because then what's next is breakfast lunch.
Yes.
And then after that is lunch dinner.
Yeah, complete shift work.
I know.
That's so hard, Andrew.
Andrew.
How long did you last doing that, Andrew?
I did mine site catering for about 14 years.
And
Tough.
did you change between doing the night shift and the day shift, or was you always stuck on the?
No, we were always on permanent nights. Permanent nights, yeah. It was pretty tough on the old body.
You're not wrong.
It's amazing.
You'd be looking forward to the 1:30 a.m. dinner, wouldn't you?
Yes.
God, that'd be exciting.
Thanks, Andrew.
every night.
Claire's in Willerton. Hi, Claire.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Claire.
Hey,
Okay.
Claire.
What's a bit weird about your daily routine?
Oh, look, I think it's a mental health thing for me. It started when my kids were young that I'd pretend I was going to the toilet when I got home from work. I used to just sit there for about 10 minutes just to switch off and have some time to myself before I actually had to switch on to being a mum. So now they're young adults and they still say, I need to speak to you, but do you have to go to the toilet? And they know that's just my mental health routine to switch off from work mode to mum mode.
You just go in there and hide.
Yeah, just hide.
Take a few
I
deep
literally
breaths.
take my phone and watch Friends, watch an episode
Yes.
of whatever I can watch, just switch off, and I come back out with much
Ready
more
to go.
respect
Can I
to
just
mum,
say,
ready to go.
it is ridiculous what little women have to carve out.
I know.
Like
10 minutes in the toilet.
We've had so much of man caves, and here you are
Yeah.
in the smallest room in the house.
But it's lockable.
sitting above something where people defecate.
Yeah.
And that's where you are having
Yes.
your private time.
I think a lot of people go to hide in the toilet.
Yeah,
I do.
there are
For sure.
a lot of men that do spend a long time in the toilet.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not in there.
Hiding.
You're not doing the basics.
Since we've moved on from magazines, are people still reading magazines in the toilet?
No, they're
Is
looking
there
at their
still
phone.
literature? Harry, you'd be a magazine reader, wouldn't you? I was just thinking there'd be people in there or something, wouldn't
Yeah.
there?
It's a phone situation, isn't
It's
it?
a phone situation,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
magazine. Come on.
Everyone we just spoke to, Hayley, Andrew and Claire, all in the running for Nova's first class and 50K now. So well done and good luck.
$150 voucher to use at Sterling Arms. They were all great. Andrew, 14 years doing that kind of stuff. I'm going to give
9
it
p.m.
we're
to
gonna
9
give it to him.
a.m. What
Yep.
a shift.
I know.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The Stan original series Drag Race Down Under. Going to premiere later this year only on Stan. But yesterday it was announced that there's a new host. Her name's Michelle Visage.
Yes.
You know her if you've
Oh
watched
my
RuPaul's
gosh.
Drag Race.
She's
of
been
course.
on there since season 3, and I think we're up to season 159,000.
Which is a lot. I think you admit that's
And
a
they
lot.
pretty much win an Emmy
Yeah.
every season.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Yesterday we got to catch up with her. Yeah, let's have a listen.
Michelle.
It's like talking to royalty, Michelle.
I tell you what, the amount of drag queens right now that would burn their most expensive wig to be in our place would be unbelievable. How are you?
It's like a party line.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's all, there's 3 of us to do this wonderful show to create this magic.
I love it. How are you all?
Yeah,
We're
great.
great, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, big news, the fact that you are going to be hosting RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. You've never hosted one of the series before, have you?
No, this is my first one hosting, and I chose you.
Yay!
So
We'll take it.
What kind of things will change? Normally, we've seen you on there for year after year, but do things change much for you just hosting?
No, actually, the format, everything, the show is everybody knows it and loves it is going to stay
Yeah.
the same. The only difference is it's not Rue in that chair; it's me in that chair.
Easy.
Well, we're really excited because you had Hannah Conda on last season,
Yes.
and then Hannah's also on UK versus the World right
And
now.
She's Perth's own.
Yes, we know Hannah Conda through her brother Tim, who used to work here with us at Nova, who's left Nova because he's become a huge TikTok star. So it's a very creative family. I didn't know if you knew that.
No way!
Yeah. Like literally, we were watching his followers grow, Michelle, as he was doing all of our digital content for our website
And then
and
he
socials.
ditched us.
And then, it got to the point where TikTok was flying him around the place, so he just left work. It was amazing.
What does he do for TikTok?
Lots of millennial stuff.
Yeah, check out 100% that Tim, and he just basically puts on this crappy brown wig
Yeah,
that
loves
you
the
would
wig.
tear apart on the runway, by the way.
Yes.
And just acts like sort of like an
Does-
emo
yeah,
90s
does lots of
girl. and-
characters, yeah.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah.
I love that you're like just millennial stuff.
Yeah, it is. That's his focus. Millennial
Hilarious.
stuff.
Hey, Michelle,
funny.
are you blown away by how, this has been so successful for so long,
Emmy
this
after
franchise.
Emmy after
Yeah.
Emmy.
Yeah. And do you actually, sometimes you sit back and go, am I just stuck in a dream here? I could be doing other things, but this is a worldwide hit. I'm known all around the world. I travel all around the joint. This is amazing.
This is 100% a dream. Every day I wake up and I think, is today the day I'm going to wake up? It's really unbelievable, the love and the passion and the response that this show garners. Like, it's really, there's not a moment of it that goes over my head. I appreciate all of it. And it is really in a class by itself. It's remarkable.
Michelle, as host, will you, the famous catchphrase, of course, is that Rue uses is sashay away.
Yeah,
Are you going to come up with your own catchphrase, or how does that work?
No, listen, Shantae, you stay in sashay away is still going to be there. That's part of the franchise.
Okay.
But Rue had, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell if you're going to love somebody? That's Rue's saying. So
yes.
It would be very weird for me to do Rue's saying.
Right.
So, I'll have my own.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're not retiring Don't Get Up, though, are we?
No, how could we retire that?
Thank you. Thank you.
That will be there. Don't you worry.
Because that's the motto for our show, and we
Yes.
keep failing.
Yeah, that's right.
One of us in
We've
particular.
got something to aspire to, but we never quite get there.
So you used to and still do our job here and there, don't you, radio?
I do it weekly, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
But I did it for 17 years on terrestrial radio in New York, in Los Angeles, and Miami. And then I went back to the radio in London because this is going to be very weird for you radio people, but I actually get to do it my way and choose my own music and do what I do.
Sorry.
I know.
Creative control.
No,
what is that?
That can't happen. That's ridiculous.
It doesn't happen, but it does on the BBC. So that's why I went back to radio once a week. Yeah.
How amazing.
Because you used to do the breakfast show as well. So the breakfast show for us, I'm up about 3:30 a.m. and our show kicks off from 6. What were your hours while you were doing that?
5:30 to 10 a.m.
Oh, till 10.
5:30, 10 a.m. Oh, gee, that's a bit long. But I'm
Sean's terrified.
I don't want
Don't
to get
let
up
anyone
any
hear
earlier.
that.
Bloody hell. The other thing is, Michelle, though, were you doing yourself? I mean, we just walk in here, in particular me and Nathan, put on a hat in the morning. I mean, saves us doing our hair, doing that kind of stuff. Did you prepare?
How much? Yeah. What did you look like?
I went through eras. Like, there were moments, I was like, I Taylor Swifted it. I went through eras.
Yeah.
There were moments that, like when I was pregnant, I went through both pregnancies on the air, and it was sweatpants. I was lucky that I could even put Crocs on my feet.
Yes.
No makeup, hair in a bun. And then there were times where I went through like a year or 2 years of feeling good and wanting to wear 6-inch heels to work every day with black eyeliner out to my ears. So it depended on the time. But I've done both. It was nearly 20 years,
Jesus.
so there has to be give and take.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, as the quality and the viewership has risen for RuPaul, so has the star power of the celebrity guests. It is unbelievable. So right at the start, I was just like, oh, wait there, I don't really know who this person is, especially as an Australian audience.
Yes.
Will you run through some of the most impressive stars that that you've had on the panel?
In general?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
There's so many. We had Lady Gaga, Charlize Theron, Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, Christina Aguilera, Nicki Minaj. I mean, the list goes on
That's
and on.
amazing.
But here's the best thing about all of our guest judges.
Yep.
Every single one that comes on there, we're talking, Oscar winning, BAFTA winning, Olivier winning. These are people that will sit down in that chair and say, I can't believe I'm here. This is the best day of my life.
Because they all watch
wow.
it. They all watch it.
Yes.
They're all fans of the show.
That's
It's
nice.
unbelievable. Yeah.
That's it. They're all super fans. And that right there is a blessing that they all want to be there.
Well,
Michelle.
we love the fact we can't wait to see you hosting Drag Race Down Under. You're going to be amazing.
Such a good job.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you so
talking to
much.
us, Michelle.
That means the world to me.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Perhaps not on a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, though. The one that plunged en route from Sydney to Auckland on Monday. You've seen it on the news.
Latam Airways.
Yeah, 50 people injured. And now the pilot's come out and said what happened. He said the gauges just blanked out. He lost all ability to fly the plane.
That's unbelievable. Can you imagine panic? Oh, my God. Well, I would be.
Yeah, just in there. I mean, when Harry's paneling our show here, literally when we had the WWE wrestlers in the other week, Harry, that all went blank, didn't it?
He lost 5,000.
And you can't even turn your microphone on now.
1-1. Okay, that's actually...
It's happening now.
That's so funny.
It's happening in front of us.
Okay, so things are just blanking out.
Yes.
No, things aren't working.
It does say there that it's on. Harry, talk again.
Hello, hello.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so
not
this
on.
is my point. It's like you're at the mercy of the electrics.
Yes, except that we're not, being flung around all over the studio.
No, we
Gotta be
don't.
the
Yeah.
difference.
So what did it drop about it just plummeted, didn't it?
It plummeted.
It just started nosediving.
It was dry. It was flying smoothly, and then just suddenly bang.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people would have been saved if they just followed one simple rule.
Please fasten your seatbelt. Sir, your seatbelt.
You got to fasten your seatbelt, and you do have to keep it on the whole time, even though it's uncomfortable. I mean, it's just a safety thing.
I never used to, but I do these days. I'm just an old cat.
I always do.
One of the passengers, Brian, he was on the plane, of course, and he was seatbelted. So he was okay. He was fast asleep during this.
Yeah, because it's a long haul flight.
He was fast asleep. So
of course he's nodded off.
yeah. So this is an unusual thing to wake up to. But this is Brian talking about what happened.
I was awakened and I looked up to see
the
gentleman.
Okay.
This is actually doing the exact same thing I think it was doing.
Because we talked about it.
So what's happening?
So no one can hear this.
No one can hear what we're hearing
and you
now.
Can't turn that up because that's quite soft.
No. What we'll do is, I reckon we'll...
No.
Song on.
No, well, I'll just finish talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that? I've got written down what he says. He's basically said, I was asleep and I woke up and I thought I was dreaming. He opened his eyes and he said that what he looked at when he opened his eyes, right? Imagine this. You've just become awake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's screaming. And your head's sort of tilted back a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's looked up and all he sees is the guy that was sitting next to him on the ceiling facing him like The Exorcist.
Just about to jump down.
And the people screaming. Imagine the shock of waking up to that.
Yes.
That's frightening, man.
The guy
That's
that's sitting
so
next
horrendous.
to you is on the ceiling looking down, going, "Ah!" And then when he landed, I'm pretty sure that guy, another guy, people were landing
Yes.
and breaking arms.
Yeah, and ribs.
And ribs.
People landed on the armrests, of course, and breaking ribs and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, he said,
That's horrendous.
Yeah, he said
Cutting their
I
heads.
passed out sleeping on the plane. Next thing I know, bodies were flying past me onto the roof of the plane. It was really, really scary.
Because if you got up to just go for a toilet at that particular time,
Yes.
a lot of people are all stretching your legs. You're gone.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the staff were the people injured as
Yeah.
well, because they're up
they're
and about all the time.
standing.
They're not strapped in.
Well,
So,
we want to talk particularly about what Brian went through, all right?
Yes.
We want to know if you have been woken to something
situation.
so full-on happening around you, you've got no time to adjust. You're literally waking up and there is like disaster or carnage or something like absolutely terrifying sitting on your bed looking
Yes.
back at you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You've
Yes.
got no wits about you.
Or
So you're
there's
like, oh, my God.
a car in your bedroom.
Yes.
Because that happens. It happens a lot.
Snake on your face.
No, Nathan, stop it.
No, no, it doesn't happen.
Does that happen a lot at your house?
No comment.
All right, 13, 24, 10.
Yeah, we want to know if you have woken up to a bit of carnage. You've woken up and something full on has
What
been
was
happening
it?
around
What did you
you.
wake up to?
And we're going to send you to something absolutely fantastic, a family pass to Jurassic Kingdom plus show bags. Experience the biggest dinosaur theme park. Visit jurassickingdom.com.au for tickets. And while you're there, why don't you check out the Nova Raptor? That's
yeah,
right.
nice.
We have our own dinosaur.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Imagine being a baby and you're fast asleep in your pram and you wake up and there's a dinosaur there. We've had a few technical difficulties in this studio, similar to in the cockpit of that flight going to Chile the other day.
Yeah, we lost all control of mics. We realised now that we were playing, let's fly away, let's fly. But you guys can hear that music, so it was just us singing it. And then we played
that's fine. That's
grab
fine,
about
right?
a woman telling you to put the seatbelt on, and we all just went quiet. That was where that went. And then we were listening to Brian, who was a passenger on the plane. Hopefully you guys can hear what he had to say now.
I was awakened and I looked up to see the gentleman that was sitting next to me on the roof of the plane. I'm looking at him fully outstretched with his back on the roof of the plane. And then he came crashing down to the floor.
That's what he woke up to.
Yes.
He was completely asleep before that. It reminds me of that story, was it last year, where the couple were camping and they had their four-wheel drive and they have one of those tents attached to the four-wheel drive.
Yep.
They woke up, someone had stolen their four-wheel drive. They woke up to being dragged in the tent down the road.
right. Yeah,
that's how they woke up.
That's not ideal, is it? Steve, did you get up? Hello.
How you going?
Hey,
Steve. Did you
Thanks
wake
for
up?
sticking with us.
Did you wake up to something full on?
Yeah, when we were little, quite a few years ago, I was about 7. We were in a caravan going to Kalgoorlie. Back in those days, we actually slept in the caravan while it was being driven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
There were
That
no
could happen.
rules. No
Yeah.
rules back then. Yep.
And my dad being left, and he hit one of those white timber marking posts, and it went through the front of the caravan and all the way through the caravan and entered out the rear of the caravan, leaving a hole in the front and the back. It flew over the top of me and my two brothers. We were actually asleep on the bed that the post flew across.
Oh,
so
that's
we
like...
had to wake up to a hole in the front and a hole in the back of the bed.
Oh, Steve, that's amazing.
Just put a doggy
How
door in.
hectic's
It's
that?
fine.
So it was like someone shot a missile at it and it just went straight through.
Exactly.
And if one of you had sat up at that time,
it happened over 50 years ago, and the memory is still with me, and I cannot lose that memory.
So if one of you had sat up, you would have been collected by that post.
Absolutely. If we were sitting up, because the bed was actually a chair, you put the mattress down that turned it into a bed. So if it was actually, we would have all been here.
I tell you what,
Steve, that's hectic, isn't it?
We always say it. If you haven't seen the movie Final Destination, this is one of the scenes that would be from Final Destination, except for you didn't die.
I know, you've had 50 good years since then. Well done.
Wow.
Great story, Steve. Thank you. Mel's in Parmelia. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hey, good Mel.
Now, what very full-on thing woke you up?
Well, many years ago when I had the travel bug, I went to Singapore with a friend of mine, and back in the day, there was accommodation in Singapore was very expensive, and we just didn't have the money to pay for a 5-star hotel there.
Yep.
So we stayed at Lloyd's Inn, and that was probably a block back from Orchard Road.
Yes, not well.
And it was a nice little motel. Anyway, the air conditioning packed up, and it's quite hot in Singapore.
Yeah.
And so the manager at the front said, "Oh no, it's okay. This is the safest country in the world. You'll be okay." Blah blah blah. So we thought, okay, fair enough. So we opened our windows.
Yeah.
And because we had to let some air in because it was very very hot.
Yeah, of course.
And so we went to sleep, and I woke up with a start, thinking something was happening, obviously, and there was a pair of legs over the top of my head. Spread-eagled, and I screamed, woke my girlfriend up. She screamed, and then there was someone in our room, obviously.
Yeah.
And he screamed as well. And
we all screamed for ice cream. Yes.
Yeah. And he'd come in through the window, and anyway, before we could actually do anything and try and get hold of him, he'd taken our passports and all of our cash.
Yeah.
So anyway, we sort of tried to get ourselves together because we were a little bit hysterical.
Yes.
And so we went to the front desk, and they rang the police because they take that very seriously over there. So they rang the police, and then the police were there for about 6 hours taking fingerprints and doing forensics and all this other stuff. And they said it was probably one of the construction workers next door because they were building this high-rise.
I was going to say, because what level were you on?
Oh, ground floor.
Oh, ground floor. Okay.
I've seen the open window. Yeah.
Jeez. And waking
up to legs spread across you. Like even robbing a house, they still man spread.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Even when you're awake, it's not great.
Oh, that is full on. Thanks, Mel. Anya's in Canning Vale. Hi, Anya.
Hi.
Hi, Anya.
Anya, did you wake up to something very full on going on?
Oh, yes. Pretty much a whole war zone. It was actually Easter morning. Everyone woke up early. It was like a happy day. And then Mum comes and goes, "Hey, guys, did you hear there was a bomb in, like, the church?"
Yeah.
And it was, like, a pretty close church to our place as well. But we were like, no, we didn't hear anything. And then Dad comes over and he's like, what are you talking about? I thought it was, like, there was a bomb at a hotel. And we were like, wait, is it at a church or is it at a hotel? Like, we had no clue. And so we were, like, scrambling around now, calling family, going, hey, like, did you hear? Like, is everyone okay? Is it all good? And we popped the news on, and there'd been 2 bombs in 2 5-star hotels and then 1 in a church. And it was, like, instant, like, change of mood, and, like, the country went on shutdown. It was so incredible. Yeah.
So where were you again? Sorry, we missed it at the beginning, Anya.
Oh, this is when I was back in Sri Lanka. I was about 18 years old, yeah.
So you just woke up to this news?
So,
I just woke up to this, and everyone's like, there's a bomb, there's a bomb. It was so crazy.
This is like tomorrow when the world began, isn't it? Like all of a sudden.
Because you're like, the bomb, what are you talking about? What's happening? Do I run outside? What?
Yeah, we had no idea. And we had like a lunch plan. We were meant to meet up with family. We were like, should we still meet up? Because we didn't know if there was going to be another bomb somewhere.
No way.
Honey, that happened to me when we were in Bali for the Bali
of
bombings,
course.
because I rang my dad. I remember this so clearly. I got on the phone and it was, obviously like, I don't know, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning or something. And I'm ringing him and I'm saying, oh, Dad, just want to let you know I'm okay. And he's going, oh, that's great. I told him there was a bomb going on, but because he was asleep, half asleep, he didn't understand. He's like, are you having a good time? And I said, oh, yeah, no, yeah, but just letting you know this is great.
Why are you ringing me about Waterbomb Park right now? It's ridiculous time, Sean. Have fun on the slides.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, everybody we just spoke to, Steve, Mel and Anya in the running for Nova's at First Class and 50K.
Family pass to Jurassic Kingdom plus show bags. Experience the biggest dinosaur theme park. Visit jurassickingdom.com.au for the tickets. Steve kicked us off, being in the back of the caravan, mate. That could have been
when the white guidepost went sailing
no good
through.
at all.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, not to
story.
go through, but to hear.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
The one and only Matt Preston in the house.
And
Doesn't he look great?
Yeah, we're going to get some music on,
yes.
but we have to say you are breathtaking.
Yes.
You are today. I mean, every day.
You've
but
gone the
you're
pink
popping,
jacket,
man.
which is
Gosh,
gorgeous.
You've just got the classic bold and the beautiful patriotic hair. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like the
Your tan.
You're very Forester.
I'm moisturised. I'm moisturised when coming in. I went to my perfume wardrobe. I picked a signature scent.
What's
just
the scent
you.
for today?
The scent today is Ombre Nomad.
And you know what? I'm feeling it.
That's good.
Say it again.
Ombre Nomad, nomadic shadow.
Oh, hello. All right.
Come on.
So
everyone, smell him.
We're catching up with Matt Preston next. And our old friend is in the house, the one and only Matt Preston, in the flesh.
It's so good to see you, Matt. So you're doing a big thing for Luxury Escapes where you're going over to India and doing a tour with Gary.
That's right.
We've talked about this for, I don't know, for as long as we've known you, how big a deal from MasterChef days over in India.
Yeah.
I'd love to do this with
And
you.
people can go.
People can go. It goes on sale Tuesday 6 a.m. Just got to register at luxuryescapes.com to make sure you get the links. You do. We put one on sale to Vietnam. We're going to Vietnam in later on this year. That sold out in 8 hours.
Oh.
So people want to travel. I think they want to go and eat the best.
Because it's going to be an amazing experience. So this is a curated experience from people that have spent time there, and also you're aficionados.
Gary's been to India 14 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Year. I've been there 3 times.
And not just that, like when people go to India, normally people will go where all the tourists are. You guys get in, you know places and things that we wouldn't know.
And again, I think you want to be comfortable where you're going.
Yeah.
So we're going to take you places where we're going to we'll eat pavement to palace. So the palace stuff is great. And the hotel we stay at the Taj Mahal, I've been to the Taj a long time ago.
Yeah.
But staying in a backpackers, this experience where you walk into your room and the door opens and literally
there it is.
There is your balcony and there's the Taj Mahal. And you just
amazing.
Go,
oh my God.
Breathtaking.
It does take your breath away.
Were you talking to us once about going over there with Gilly, or that was going to be a mashup we were looking for?
We talked about that. And that never happened. And actually, I'm over here with a whole mob of my friends. They call it an entourage in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I just call them
How
friends.
many
Just friends.
Okay, how many is your entourage?
There's 7 of us. No.
That's not an entourage. That's a netball team.
Yeah, well, actually, it feels more like a netball team. But they went out to the CB Hotel on Monday night, and the King was there. Gilly was there at the bar.
That's his local.
They came back. They came back vibrating with excitement because he's got such a brilliant reputation of being a great person and a legendary cricketer, and to see him in his natural environment it was a bit like seeing a lion on the plains of the Serengeti.
There it is. You see, I'm seeing Gilly around this area is so normal. If you see him in a pub, general knowledge is just to pin a note on him and say where to send him back in the Uber.
I did have a friend who used to have on all his white shirts. On the cuff was written with the address and knock on my neighbour's door, he'll pay you.
That's great.
Did you say that Gary has been to India 14 times in the last year?
Gary's been filming a TV series over there on India's mega festival. So he's been going to things like Holi and these amazing events all around India. So he's been to more places in India than most Indians have been.
Wow.
And I think the other amazing thing about India at the moment is the average age in India is like 28 years old.
Yes.
So it's a really young country, and it's changed post like COVID and subsequent years. It's become really switched on. So that old thing. It'd always be you go to India and it would take a day for your luggage to come out.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
And now it's better than going to Sydney.
Yeah.
Now you come out, the bags are actually
Yeah.
going round. So they're little things like that.
It's a full-on experience going to India. It's an assault to the senses. Like,
And-
it is so much action going on because the density of people is extraordinary.
And I think this idea, the 9-day tour has enough just
Yes.
sitting back and having
Yeah.
some
Sitting on the
relaxation.
balcony
But
looking
also
at the
just things
stars.
like when you do stuff. What time you go out to dinner?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you know that 30-minute drive can be a 2-hour drive.
Okay. Yes.
So there's all that kind of on-ground knowledge that we're bringing to this
Yeah.
means that hopefully you maximise your time there and you minimise the.
What's your
the sitting around.
favourite spot there? Where would you recommend people go and not miss?
Oh, gee. Look, I love Mumbai. Mumbai's a party town. We're not going to Mumbai on this one. I think that'll be the next one. I've got to say, I've never stayed anywhere as good as the hotel we're staying in Agra.
Yeah.
Agra's not got great hotels. This one is this Oberoi Villas is spectacular. We were there, and Malcolm Turnbull was in.
Right.
It was that la-di-da.
Yeah.
Oh, it's prime ministerial.
And it's you can wander down to the Taj Mahal and that whole thing of that thing of when you go somewhere, it doesn't matter whether it's Venice or Paris or that moment you look out the window and maybe distant across the rooftops there's a little bit of the Eiffel Tower
Yeah.
or a little a little spot of the beach
But
at
this is the whole
Cottesloe
thing.
and you go, oh my gosh, I'm here.
Yeah.
There's a quokka. Those things that give you a sense of the things that give you a sense of place.
Yeah,
oh my
beautiful.
gosh, that's a 22k bike ride. That's a bit far on a 30 degree day. I don't want to whinge about it, but yesterday was a bit far. I thought on a 30 degree day, 22 kilometres. I thought we were just going to cycle up the north side and not go all the way
There's
around.
a lot of-
the island.
No, you've got to commit.
Talking about Malcolm Turnbull being at a hotel, Sean, remember the celebrity that was at a hotel with us in Melbourne? So we were we walked out of the foyer and I said to Sean, oh my God, Sean, there's Sally Pearson. Anyway, for months beforehand, Sean was teeing off about how boring she is.
Yeah.
And
Well, you had to come in like she really was. She was had personality of an indoor
Should
plant.
we ring her now and see what's going on because we can.
You got a number?
Well, Sally was on Dancing with the Stars with me, and she is. I can tell you right now, she is a lot of fun.
Really?
She's a lot of fun.
Well, she didn't pack that to a trip to Perth, did she?
Well, obviously she was being professional and didn't understand how low you've got to go to come on the show.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
The one and only Matt Preston is in the house, everybody.
You got to talk about that again. You got to talk about you getting over here.
When you
because-
first came out here.
Yeah.
Well, you always know you're in trouble. So I moved out here to be with my Australian girlfriend. We lived together for 5 years. It was kind of like, okay, we can either move to Australia, get married. Well, I thought, well, I'll move to Australia. I reached the kind of, my brother had died, so I was in that kind of time. But let's try something fresh. I was in that mood. So it took 9 months to get the visa, to move here. Day before I've quit the job. I've ended the rental.
Yeah.
I've
You've
done
your
everything.
bag's packed,
Oh, my bag's
essentially.
packed. I'm
Yes.
everything. I've got my little wad of cash, and I get that phone call the night before the flight going, are you sure this is a good idea?
So you'd been together for 5 years before this.
Oh, we'd had 9 months
Yeah.
of drifting
Yeah.
apart,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
This is important.
But in your head, did you take it as this is an issue, or did you think,
Oh,
oh
no.
God, she's really worried
Or
about
she-
me?
she
No,
just-
it's fine.
you-
I'm cool.
yeah.
I think that you never think one thing, do you?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
one of the things was that. The other one is, in those cartoons when the character runs off the cliff really fast,
Yes.
and then realizes
Yeah,
he's
and then
actually
halfway down,
off the
yes.
cliff and the legs are going. And I was in that state. I couldn't get back. I was kind of done. So I thought I came, and it worked out absolutely brilliantly. So I think that's the.
So you got on the plane.
I got
you
on.
flew to Australia
I got on the plane.
for this girl.
She's not there to pick me up.
She didn't pick you up at the airport.
It's like
the sign's
heartbreak.
there.
It's like heartbreak.
So she's not there.
So we limped along, and then the final sign was at Christmas when she gave me a beach towel. And I thought that was the final.
Did she give you a beach towel?
I think it's one of the, I think it's the Bill Murray the Murray movie Scrooge where he's deciding between towel and VCR. VCR for the important people, towel for everyone else.
Well, think
I
about
got
it.
the
What do I
towel.
know about the man I love? Well, he likes being dry.
That's right. And he likes the beach.
I know
You
that.
She'd get torn apart if she was on maths.
Yeah.
But no one. Would you go on? Would
No.
you go on maths?
Not in a
Not
million
None of you
years.
want to go on maths.
Oh, because I'm not like them. I'm not really looking for love. Come on. Like, come on. The worst thing about maths at the moment, though, is we've seen series after series. They go in and then they come out and they get their maths makeover. So they all get their new teeth that look like Buzz Lightyear and they all get super tanned and hair extensions and stuff. They're going in like that already. So they've already had their maths makeover. So this new series of them who have already got all their fake teeth, what's happening with them next?
No, well, it's straight to OnlyFans, obviously.
It's
OnlyFans, straight away,
ready
to rock and roll.
Yeah, but you see, I'm not so sure about that because I was out in a restaurant which is well known for influencers and sat next to a couple of ex-maths, and there were a couple of kids from Love Island and F-Boy Island at the next.
God, where is this hellhole?
When you come, I'll take you. You'll love it. It is like something out of Dante's Inferno. But the maths one going, yeah, she's got a bad OnlyFans site. So there's definitely a sense of what's an OnlyFans site to communicate with your fans and what's an OnlyFans site for
diddling.
Yes, for diddling. Yeah, exactly. I think for diddling is probably a good way of putting it.
Matt, do you have anything else on today? Can you stick around a little bit longer?
I can stay here until 9 o'clock, so I don't have to be on my flight till 10:20.
It's like having royalty here, isn't it?
It is
Proper
great.
royalty.
Really bad royalty.
No, it's like having Photoshopped
from
royalty.
someone like Andorra. Here he is, the third in line to the crown of Andorra. 12,000 people.
Well, I would believe that if you told us that.
We were discussing about the fact that you've got an entourage with your gang, but you've decided it's a squad.
It's a squad.
Yeah.
We've decided it's a squad. Taylor Swift style, it's a squad.
Are you just playing golf? And when you go to Rottnest, did you play golf at Rotto?
No.
Do you go lunch in the pub?
We had this whole debate about do we play golf or do we actually have a day just on the beach? So we had it on the beach. And I'm just going to say, there've been all these, there've been all these things recently. Best beach in Australia.
Yeah.
Rotto's got about 4 of them just there.
I'm from Esperance. Esperance has got about 15 of them. It's extraordinary.
But
Kalgoorlie has none.
But Rotto's warm.
Yeah.
And they've got those really good sand dunes.
In my mind, you going to the beach, I can imagine, this is in my mind, you've got zinc on your nose.
People trying to roll me back into the water.
You've got your little board shorts on. You got a little t-shirt on with a shirt over top, right? You got like a cane beach hat on. You've got zinc on your nose and you've got a bucket and a spade. Am I right? And a flotation device.
It's a unicorn.
Yes, something from BCF.
I love a flotation device. I love a bucket and spade. I mean, how good is making sandcastles? Everyone like that. No, I'm irresponsible. I'm the one asleep on the beach who hasn't replied. Little cheeky suggestion of crack peeking out from the long board.
Well.
You know the way it is. You never adjust when you sleep. Then I'll be overexcited in the water. I mean, I love it. That turquoise water.
Do you go for a swim, or are you just in the shallow and just splashing with your entourage? You stop it, Jeff. No,
you know the way you do 4 really impressive strokes and then you stop. This is my freestyle. I can take it all the way back from Fremantle.
What base were you in that you love there, Matt?
Don't ask me. I don't know. The one when I was about to have a heart attack, the one when I was really sweaty, that I can do it more by because this is the thing, no one tells you that
that's little parakeet
has no cars.
Has hills. No, the cars are
hills. Heaps of hills.
No, I thought it's an island and it doesn't look very high when you look at it. You can see the sun going down of it. It's very flat, but there's lots of hills and that seemed to be wrong.
You got to earn your swim.
Well, especially when you're on an oar bike and all those people are whizzing past on electric roads going, hey.
And what did you have for lunch?
We had a cheese and beetroot salad from the bakery there. Then we came back and had a nice couple of cocktails at the Mez overlooking that break and where the ferries are. That was they were really good. It's just fantastic. Isn't it brilliant though? Ferries all full, loads of people, loads of tourists here at the moment. I mean, it's weird when we went through that period of no one being here.
Yeah, I know.
And it was a Tuesday. I mean, that's the same. Everywhere the restaurants were full and busy. It was fantastic.
But I'm saying on Tuesday, so sometimes when you look around, these people doing amazing things on this Tuesday, it's like who are you? Why are you here on a Tuesday? Like, what is it? You all can't be visiting.
You can't all be in Matt Preston's posse.
When you go to Crown sometimes, you look down at the pool. It's like, who are you in the cabana? What are you doing?
Well, but it's that mix of young Europeans travelling and people over 60s whose kids have left home just going, yes!
Yeah. You know what? It's gross. Keep it to yourself. We're working.
Sorry, let's define working by what time do you knock off today? Oh, 9:30, is it? Oh, yeah, I'll say 5-minute air check. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, Nathan. And then
we don't do air checks. We just take everything we shouldn't have said. Basically,
You could be on that 10 o'clock ferry out to Rottnest in your all-over zinc.
Zinc?
All over?
No, I'd wear the
Zinc and a parasol.
Yeah, parasol.
We were discussing yesterday.
Gloves?
We were discussing this
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah, blowing me away.
Okay, so how long do you think it's been since Nathan has had a swim?
Go. Guess. Start thinking.
Well, I would assume you live in Perth and the water is so inviting. Surely, probably this weekend. Surely 3-4 days.
Longer. Keep going.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's you. You love showing off your body. A week.
Longer. Keep going.
Okay.
You're going to have to go in bigger chunks.
Okay. Okay. Let's go a year.
Longer.
What you haven't?
Longer?
Like 3 years.
Don't shock
3
now.
years. 3 years.
Longer.
10 years.
Longer.
I can't believe it. I'm 15.
Longer.
20.
At least.
Why? Well, not even when you go. Do you just go skiing holidays and art holidays, looking at pictures in the Prado?
Yes, I go to skiing art holidays.
I'm just going to go with it. It's like, I would have thought you'd be. You strike me, Nathan, as a. You strike me. You strike me as Bali Canggu Beach Club. You strike me as clubbing all night. Oh, down the beach.
No.
In a shade, cocktails. Have a dunk to try and wash your head out, and then come back out. Never
I
done.
think I'm striking you wrong. That's as ridiculous. I used to work with this guy who's Fijian, right, Danny, and he used to work in the surf shop. And then one time he turned around and just casually, as if it was a fact, blah 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 blah. Anyway, Nathan, you're Fijian, aren't you as well? And I went, What is Fijian about any of this? I don't ask you the same question. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking you're in Perth has some of the best beaches in the world. Western Australia, best beaches in the world.
Yes.
Not swimming seems phenomenal.
I haven't had a need to. So.
Sean swims for all of us, to be fair.
For all of us.
But just that, isn't that the joy of being here? That the 15-minute drive from here, and you can be down on the beach. You can have a dunk. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You can do schnitzels in the sand. You then dunk to watch that off. You can do all that.
On behalf of
It's
Nathan,
heaven.
you can also be home on the couch watching Netflix.
There's
in
heaps
the
of
same amount
different
of
beach
time.
shows.
This morning we'll start with you, Lena. Good morning.
Morning, how you going?
Hey,
Awesome.
Lena. Fantastic. You're going against Ashley, so I'm going to jump straight to her first. Hello, Ashley.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi, Ash.
So, Ashley and Lena, both of you, the categories today are quite different.
Yes, that's right.
On one hand, we've got That's Magic. So that's going to be all about magicians and magic and
And on the
anything
other-
magical.
And on the other hand, Australian Winter Olympians.
Yep. So, Lena, you'll get first dibs, but I'm interested to see, Ashley, which would you have chosen if given the choice?
Not the Olympics.
So you would have gone with That's Magic.
All right. Well, Lena, luckily you're in the driver's seat. You get to pick. Is it Australian Winter Olympians or is it That's Magic?
I've got to go for That's Magic.
That's Magic.
Bad news for Ashley. I would suggest. I know.
Today, our head lecturer will be Matthew Preston.
Yes.
Hello.
Now, here's what's going to happen, Lena. Matt will ask the question. If you get it right, you take a point. If you get it wrong, we'll give Ashley a crack at it. And if she gets it right, she'll get 2 points.
Maths.
I know. We've got 5 questions coming your way. Matt Preston.
Lena with the category That's Magic.
Lena, what is the full name of the magician that is also the title of a current Dua Lipa song?
Houdini?
Full name, though.
Full name, please.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, we'll throw it over to Ashley for 2 points. Ashley, what is the full name of the magician that's also the title of a current Dua Lipa song?
Is it Harry Houdini?
Boom!
Ashley's taken
Harry
2
Houdini.
points.
2 points.
Oh.
All right, Lena, you got another one.
Okay, Lena. One of Harry Houdini's most popular escapes.
No.
Not that one.
Not that
The
one.
ones that are-
Yep, asterisk.
The ones that are...
The one. Oh, you didn't tell me you'd highlighted the ones you wanted to do.
Would you
All right, wanna
normally
do-
go
wanna
to
do-
the ones that are
you,
highlighted?
You've
or?
just highlighted the answers. I don't want to read
Yes.
the answers because that would be really bad.
No, so read the
All right,
question.
here we go. Legendary Las Vegas magic act Siegfried and Roy were involved in a tiger attack during their performance at the Mirage in 2003. Who was attacked? Siegfried or Roy?
Oh, Lena.
I'm going to say Roy.
You are
She's
correct.
got it right.
You're on the board.
Pulled it out of your coin.
On the board.
Gee,
As
that
they
was
say,
that was
classics.
that was a
Question
4-pointer.
three, Matt.
Yeah, the Tiger said you eat Roy with some soy.
David Copperfield once appeared to make which New York landmark disappear on live TV?
Eiffel Tower?
Incorrect.
Ask the question
Ashley?
again. to Ashley.
Okay. Now listen carefully, Ashley. David Copperfield once appeared to make which New York landmark disappear on live TV?
Statue of Liberty?
Yes, Ashley. It is the Statue
Oh,
of
that's a
Liberty.
big win
What is
there.
happening here?
The score check. Ashley's on 4,
Yeah.
Lena's on 1. And this is Lena's set of questions.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Let's move on to question 4.
Lena can bounce back on Olympians.
Barely.
Don't be so negative. Which Australian magician and escape artist competed in the 2011 series of Australia's Got Talent, losing out to Jack Viggen?
Positino?
Yes!
She's clawing her way back.
Lost to the guy with the new teeth.
Very
All
good.
right.
Leave him
and
alone.
The final.
He's a very nice man, didn't he? He was on Dancing with the Stars with my friend Jess Rafford. They did
Oh my God!
very
Anyone
well
we
together.
bitch about you say leave him alone. Dancing with the Stars with
I
me.
can't
No
help
one
it.
left.
I'm all about dance. I'm all about ballet. I'm all about a ballroom. Okay, final
Question
question.
5.
What is a non-magical person called in the world of Harry Potter?
A muggle.
Yes!
Okay, Lena clawed it back.
Well
Score check
done, Lena.
at
What?
half time. Ashley leads 4-3. But
This
remember, we're going
is
into Ashley's major, which she had
crazy.
no confidence about.
Okay, so Lena, you need to rob a few points here if you get
That's
the
right.
opportunity.
So the major subject now is Australian Winter Olympians. Matt, ask Ashley her first question.
Ashley, your first question. The only Australian gold medalist at the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics was mogul skier Jakara who?
Anthony?
At her.
Well done. Ash scores a
Okay.
point.
Good one.
Okay,
Well done.
I reckon you've got this one too, personally. Freestyle.
don't know.
No, honestly, listen to the question. You'll get this. Freestyle aerials gold medalist Lydia Lassila appeared on which reality television show?
Oh, I'm just going to say Love Island.
It was not Love Island.
And we've got to
So,
get the answers
Lena?
out. You get about 3 seconds, everyone.
Yes. Lena, you get the same question. Matt?
Okay.
Sorry, could you say the question?
Yeah,
I
here it
will
comes.
do right now. Freestyle aerial gold medalist Lydia Lassila appeared on which reality television show? Reality television show.
Desperate Housewives.
Lena.
She was not on Wisteria Lane.
She was a challenge
I wanted
beast
to live on that street.
Survivor.
She was amazing.
She was
Survivor.
great. They
So
voted her
good.
off because she
Yeah,
was a weapon.
she was
Yeah,
too
she
good.
was amazing.
All right.
All right.
Ashley.
Back to Ashley's
3.
question. Ashley, Australia's first ever individual winter gold medalist.
No, she wasn't a gold medalist.
Read
okay.
it properly. This isn't the ABC.
All right, okay, sorry. Gee, snatch.
Start again.
Australia's first ever individual Winter Olympic medalist was Zali Stegel, who won a gold. No, didn't win a gold. I'm obsessed by gold medals. Why is this bronze medal?
We shouldn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Zali Stegel, who won a bronze in slalom skiing in Nagano in 1998. What does she do for a living now? So this is Zali Stegel, Australia's first ever individual Winter Olympic medalist, won a bronze in slalom skiing in Nagano in 1998. What does she do for a living now?
Ashley?
I'm going to guess actor.
She's not an actor. We go to Lena.
Okay, Lena, do you want the question again?
Yes, please.
Australia's first ever individual Winter Olympic medalist was Zali Stegel, who won a bronze in slalom skiing in Nagano in 1998. What does she do for a living now?
Quick. Time's up,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
afraid. We haven't got all day.
Matt, what is she?
Politician, independent in the federal state of Warringah. She beat Tony Abbott.
Yes, she did.
There you go.
Score check. Ashley 4, Lena 3.
She's still tied. Okay.
I know. Here we go, Ashley.
In 2022, Tali Gill and Dean Hewitt were the first ever Australians to compete at Olympic level in which sport?
Ashley?
Hockey.
It was not
Correct.
hockey. We go to Lena.
Lynn, do you want the question again? Do you want the question again?
Yeah, it's just
All right, 2022, Charlie Gill and Dean Hewitt were the first ever Australians to compete at the Olympic level in which sport?
Lena? Time's up, Lena.
Matt's got to get a plane back to Melbourne.
Okay.
Give him a chance to get
Next
there.
question, everybody. Listen to the question.
That's right, the first time.
Because we're not repeating it.
The answer was curling. Okay, we go to the final
That was-
question.
all right, final.
Either person can
All
still
right,
win. Okay.
This is a nice generalist question. Snowboarder Scotty James, who has won a silver and a bronze medal at the Winter Olympics, is the future brother-in-law of which TV weatherman?
Ashley?
Not sure.
No idea. Okay, we throw it to Lena.
Lena, this is
Lena,
This is
Lena, what's your answer?
Sam Mack.
What's happened?
She's tied it up. She's tied it up. She's tied it up. Lena came from nowhere. Okay, we're going to have to go into a tiebreaker situation.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay, here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
We will read out a question. You are both
How many times, though?
live. So you will buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. If you get it right, you win. If you get it wrong, your opponent wins. All right, are we clear?
Yeah.
Let's test your buzzers. Lena?
Lena.
Ashley?
Ashley.
Okay, they're working. The buzzers are working well. Nathan's curating a question.
All right, here we go. In the song We Wish You a Merry Christmas, we bring good tidings to who?
Ashley.
Yes, Ashley, for the win.
To you and your king.
Incorrect.
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
It is you and your kin.
That means Lena's taken it out. Lena's taken it out. It's not fair. Well, it is fair.
Well, it is fair. It's
It's
the
harsh
answer.
but fair. It's the answer.
Lena.
Lena, you've won $1,000 cash thanks to Curtin University and 1G. That's
unlucky, Ashley. You had it go.
And also,
You had it go.
you really clearly pronounced king.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know, because if you sort of said it, we would have known. But
Yeah.
you know what? You
But
speak
you've got-
too well,
you've
don't
got
you?
Excellent enunciation, and you've been
It's the
punished for it.
accent.
It's the
It's the
accent.
accent, yeah.
I always thought it was you and your king, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Always
So
thought
did
it
I.
was.
Thank you for teaching me something.
Matt
You
Preston, you've got
beautiful
a
man.
plane to catch.
Thank you.
We've kept you long, mate.
No,
Too long.
I've loved it. You know, I love coming in. I love seeing you.
Look,
It's been a
limited tickets are
long-term,
still
long-term.
available. 7 a.m. Tuesday, 19th of March. You can subscribe now at luxuryescapes.com. Don't miss out on going
This
on a
is
trip
the-
with
yeah,
this man
sign
to
up.
India.
To
With
go to
Gary.
India with Gary Megan. Amazing.
Pavement to Palaces, and actually we're going to open the lines a little bit earlier. We're going to open at 6 a.m. So get in seriously if you want to
Is
go.
that Perth time? 6 a.m.
It's
Perth
6 a.m.
time.
Perth time. Get in there really early because they will go and they will go really
Yeah.
quickly.
Amazing.
Good on you, mate.
And we'll have a lot of fun.
Presto.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.